Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to show you how to do invoice verification in SAP, and also I'm going to explain what the invoice verification means, right? It's a major step in purchasing process. I think you guys already know when we need to purchase something from our supplier. Let's say I have a manufacturing company. I'm going to purchase a raw material from my supplier, right? So for that one I'm going to raise a purchase order, right? For that purchase order, after I raise it in my SAP system, I'm going to take a printout of the purchase order and I'm going to send it to the supplier or my vendor, right? So after that, what they do is, after they ship the goods back to me, I will receive the goods from my supplier. I may have a warehouse team. They will do the quality inspection and they will receive the goods, right? So after that, in SAP side, we do the good receipt transaction. That means we accept the goods, right? So to do a invoice verification, you should have a purchase order and you should have done the purchase order good receipt already, right? I'm not going to show you those two steps today, right? But in the purchase order, right? So this is a purchase order. We have a supplier and you have a net value for your purchase order, right? You know, in purchase order there can be multiple line items. For both these line item, I put per price as 10 US dollars. Okay, so the quantity is 100 and the net value will be uh, 2000 USD, right? And total PO quantity, purchase order quantity, will be 200, right? And if I go to the purchase order item view, now I'm viewing item 10, right? Once I done the purchase order good receipt part, here you can see in the purchase order history, I can see the good receipt entry. The quantity is there, the amount is there, the item, everything is there, right? If I click on this material document, I can view the detail part as well, right? Now my total value of this purchase order is 2000 US dollars. It's there in the header one, and my good receipt is already completed. Okay, see, completed for both the items. So this is my second item. Now I'm going to do the invoice verification transaction. So to do the invoice verification, I am going to use invoice verification transaction code MIRO, MIRO. Okay, right. Here you have to give a invoice date. I give today's date and the amount. What is my amount? My amount is 2000 US dollars, right? Okay, before going forward, let me explain what is invoice verification. In an organization, so once you receive the goods from your suppliers, we do a three-way matching. This is called three-way matching. Okay, three-way matching means you have your purchase order, you have the quantity which you requested from supplier, and you have a quantity which you received from your supplier. Sometimes you request 200 but they send 198, right? It's also possible. So your received quantity and your purchase order value, right? And the supplier will send a invoice to you, right? So these three items you are going to cross check with each other. That's called the three-way matching, right? You have to match everything, your purchase order, the supplier's invoice document, quantities. So all these things you have to verify and do the invoice verification, right? Back to the invoice verification transaction. Here I enter the amount and text. It's not mandatory. You can, give any text. This is for identification purpose. And you have to go to the PO reference and you have to enter your purchase order number here and press enter, right? Now here you can see two items displayed because your purchase order had two items, right? So you can click these two items and you can press simulate, right? And here you can see the accounting entries that is going to be posted, right? So I believe you know what the double entries means, right? So you need a bit of finance background to identify those things, right? So normally what happens is when you do a invoice verification, right? Um, so a IR account, it will be a one entry that is going to be happen. So amount is this 2000, right? And your for each of your vendor, each of your supplier, there will be a separate GL account, general ledger account, which will be created inside SAP, right? When you create your business partner, so this is getting created, right? Actually you assign this one. So for that account you posted another entry, but end of the day this the uh, debit credit theory. So you're posting plus 2000 and it has to be negative 2000, and your the sum or the total will be zero, right? So that's the theory in accounting. So okay, now you say your debit amount is 2000, credit amount is 2000, balance is 0. So you are going to post the invoice verification, right? So it is get posted, right? So this is how we are going to do the invoice verification part. So it is blocked for payment because so you have to go and post the payment in a separate transaction. Maybe in the next video I'm going to explain how you do the outgoing payment to your vendor. Okay, thank you very much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to post series of new videos in the near future regarding the new SAP techniques and the methods and the functions available.